The Lord does not often tell me to like go and give a homeless person something because where I work at downtown, it's a safety issue, right? Not saying that all homeless people try to attack you or whatever, but it's just a safety issue, and I'm very mindful of it. Um, there's these fancy buildings that I work by, and then right around the corner there's a tent city. So you just have to be safe. And God doesn't often tell me to, go give this homeless person something. And for me, I particularly am safe. I've had men, just walk up to me and ask me for money. And I think that's not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. Now, if I feel led or I feel compassionate, I want to give you something, then I'm going to give it to you. But this particular time, I feel like I heard the Lord say, "Go take that man some coffee. You're going into Starbucks." He just woke up. He was laying on what looked like some type of aluminum roll, and he had one cover over him, and it was covering his head. And I just thought, "Okay, Lord, let me be obedient." Went and got the coffee and the bagel. And I was a little scared because I'm like, what if this man jump out on me or something, right? But I had a peace, and God was like, just set it on the curb. You don't need to do a lot of talking. I didn't ask for all that. I just said, buy the man some breakfast. I did that. He happened to peek his head out, and I said, good morning. Here is some breakfast for you. God bless you. Turned around, went into the Starbucks, grabbed my coffee and my muffin, sat down, got ready to work. At this point in life, I'm drinking decaf coffee, so I ordered decaf, sat down, got to work. The barista kept calling my name, right? I'm like, well, maybe there's another Kim in here. So after about the third time, I got up and I said, I'm Kim, I have my coffee. Um, you know, so you guys can stop calling my name in a very nice way. Anyway, long story short, she said, oh, I'm not sure how we ended up with three decafs, but if you want, you could take these home. And I just thought, I don't have any decaf at home, so why not? Packed them all up for me, set them at the table. I worked for a couple of hours, and I thought I should grab a water bottle while I'm in here. Um, but I really don't want to pay $20 for no cup right now. That was my thought. So I said, I'll look around on Amazon, whatever, and I'll just grab one later. This man turns around and says to me, would you like a Starbucks cup, one of the tall ones? Um, and in one of my favorite colors. I have several favorite colors, and one of them is metallic blue. And he was like this secret Starbucks shopper manager. I didn't know they had those. And he says to me, thank you for your kindness. I don't know if he was around when I ordered the food for the gentleman or what, but, and he gives me the cup. And I just thought, wow, God, thank you. Your love is in the details. And I had such gratitude in that moment for God. Number one, when I walked away from that man, I got a little choked up because I just thought, that could have been me at one point in time in my life. That could have been me sleeping on the ground with that blanket. But God didn't see fit. Now, I've couch surfed before while getting my life together, but I've never been outside on the ground like I've woken up on the ground. And right now, I work, with housing. And so that just broke my heart. And I have such a compassion, and I want to see people housed at whatever level. So I write grants for people to buy buildings so that they can get more grants to house to house homeless people. And so that just touched my heart. One, that I was able to bless him with the breakfast. Two, just gratefulness welled up on the inside of me. And three, that God is in the details. I think I needed to feel seen. And God made sure this morning that I felt seen as well. It was a twofold blessing. The homeless man, who I'll probably never see again in my life, was blessed with what God thought he needed for the day. And the woman kept calling my name. And I thought, my God. But when I answered the call, there was a triple blessing waiting on me, really a quadruple blessing waiting on me. I left out of there with 4 cups, 3 cups of full coffee and one empty large cup for my water. So I'm not quite sure what that was all about this morning, but the Lord had a plan for me, and His plan for me was to help somebody else, and His plan for me was to also feel seen and heard. And with all of the chaos going on in our world right now, our God is a God that can still make you feel seen and heard, understand exactly what you need for the day, for the hour, for the minute, and minister to you in that way, whether it's someone you know or it's a perfect stranger. Maybe it's, for me today, it was a barista, right? And actually, it was a couple of them, and that's how I think they got the orders mixed up, because one was coming in and one was going out. Now, how they ended up making 3 coffees, I'll never figure that out. But God made sure that I felt seen today in that very small gesture of ordering coffee. And so, what that let me know is the bigger things that are on my mind that I feel like are out of control or whatever, He has those things, and He has me, and He has you, and He has whatever's on your mind. So don't worry, because actually, worry is sin. Instead of using that energy to worry, use that energy to trust and to rest in faith in the God who sees you. I'm reminded of the verse when the woman left. Was that Hagar? When Hagar left Sarah and she went into the wilderness with her baby, set her baby, ear shot her and eye shot off, and just was weeping. And the Lord saw her. And I believe that the Lord sees me and He sees you. And He's the type of God that He just doesn't see you, but He acts on what you need. So trust God. And I wanted to share that little testimony with you today. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.